I'm the founder of the Ascended Master Teaching Foundation, which has a central office in Manchester. Welcome to the lecture series, The Ascended Masters Answer the Fundamental Questions of Life. This lesson is entitled Lesson 10, The Spiritual Hierarchy of Our Planet. The lesson consists of 3 parts. During this lesson, we shall discuss the following subjects: the offices of the spiritual hierarchy, Ascended Master retreats, the Great White Brotherhood, God, the creator of all life, the Karmic Board, the Lord of the World, the Mahachohan, the World Teacher, about the 7 Chohans, their names and their retreats, and finally the angelic host, the Elohim, and the elemental kingdom. So a brief introduction. In this lesson, it is intended to give you a general overview of the offices and the names of individuals who hold these offices. We shall get acquainted with the names of the various ascended beings that hold certain supervisory positions in the hierarchy of this planet. May I make a suggestion? You will be introduced to certain names you never heard of before. It is not my intention to make your head spin with names and offices you never heard before. Even advanced students are not expected to know all of these names. You will remember them gradually during years of study. As announced in the Lesson 1, Introduction, all of the data given here is based exclusively on the dictations given by Mr. Ballard and Geraldine Innocenti. A more detailed explanation of these lessons, entitled The Spiritual Hierarchy of Our Planet, may be found in the AMTF books 21 Essential Lessons, Volume 1 and 2. The offices of the spiritual hierarchy. The structure of the hierarchy of the earth may be compared to that of a business such as General Motors. There is always another level of supervision. And so does the great Godhead have many assistants of varying grades in charge of each one of the different departments of life, who report to their superiors. The Ascended Masters and Cosmic Beings are the directing intelligence of the Godhead. They are God's helpers. There is a great God being in charge of every department of life. Some work with individual mankind, others with groups, nations, the elemental kingdom and nature. Others work with the angelic host, but each is a specialist in his or her particular field of service. The purpose of creation is to allow each individual life stream called forth from the universal heart of God to unfold the spiritual nature, therefore becoming master of energy and vibration. This is accomplished through the control and use of the creative faculties, which are thought and feeling. In order to become such a master presence, the student needs to develop within himself the quality of the God-parents. All individuals are given the opportunity to re-embody enough times to redeem a majority of their misqualified energy and learning the lessons that each embodiment offers. Each one must become a God director of his life plan, called the Father, expressing the God-like qualities stored within himself as a son of God. He then must become a dispenser of the holy comfort and spirit of life to the world, which may be called the Holy Spirit. To assist in this development, 7 cosmic rays have been created and are sent earthward in rhythmic pulsations to give the same nourishment to man's spiritual nature, as the seasons of the year provide for the elemental kingdom of nature. These cosmic currents are as orderly in their outpouring upon the earth as the beneficent radiation of the spring, summer, and autumn seasons. Embodiment, then, is the voluntary commitment of individuals to grow spiritually, to emulate God, and to become co-creators with God on a smaller scale. The ascension is the goal of all life. Embodiment on earth gives one the opportunity of becoming a co-creator with God at some future time, together with the ability to create planets, suns, and entire solar systems. Once an individual has constructively qualified more than 51% of the energy allotted to him throughout all of his embodiments, he is eligible to gain the ascension and become an ascended master. The ascended masters are real and tangible beings, ready to assist mankind, provided they are asked to do so. The masters ask to be recognized as a potential force for the common good of mankind, but they do not demand obedience, they do not ask to be worshipped. In simple terms, an ascended master is an individual who once was embodied here on earth but gained mastery of this plane. He learned his lesson, became more godlike, and therefore did not have to come in embodiment again. Then, after having ascended into his spiritual body called the I Am Presence, the masters made the voluntary choice to remain and help mankind. A cosmic being, such as the cosmic being Victory, is an ascended master who embodies a particular virtue, who has chosen to assist one or more planets. Now an explanation of Ascended Master retreats. An Ascended Master retreat is a location where light substance has been magnetized and radiated over long periods of time by ascended beings. The retreats are located either in the etheric realm or in the physical world, often within mountains and other places unapproachable by the curious. The Brotherhood of a retreat maintains the foci of light assisting in its activities. The retreats, through their radiation and other activity, have saved mankind from complete degradation. Each foci specializes in one or more God qualities, which are radiated to mankind on a periodic basis. The knowledge of the timing of the outpouring of the God virtue radiated by the retreat enables students to participate in this transcendent service, thereby becoming conductors and step-down transformers of the God quality that is radiated. This service is called the Transmission Flame Service. Formerly, under the action of the now obsolete occult law, it was required of a student to enter retreat in order to obtain instruction on the laws governing our lives. Here he was given the opportunity to attain mastery and reach the final goal, the ascension. The initiations of a retreat were quite severe. Since 1938, all this has been set aside. The masters now give out their teaching through accredited messengers, and a Chile passes through the initiations in everyday living in the outer world. This concludes Lesson 10, Part 1. I sincerely hope you enjoyed it, and I hope we will meet soon again for Part 2 of the lesson. God bless you.